Hi guys, Dale Bateman here. On today's episode of Build Your Success Online, I've got the first in a series of 5 videos for you on how to increase your conversion rate on your website. Please stay tuned. So what do I mean when I say conversion rate? Increasing the conversion rate of your website. Well guys, basically what that means is you have developed a website and an online business for yourself for a specific purpose. Number one, probably to make some money, but beyond that, you have certain things that will help to contribute to that end result of making some money. Now that could be you're an affiliate of a product or a service and you want people to join and purchase your affiliate products. Maybe you created your own products, or you have your own training sessions or your own webinars or e-courses, whatever it might be that you want people to join up for, to pay for, or to get for free, whatever the end result might be. And the fact is, if you have a really great website, an awesome blog, maybe you've been following my instructions, maybe you've taken my bootcamp training and have created a really awesome blog for yourself, and you've got a really great product to sell or an awesome service that you can provide to people, that's really great. But if you don't get conversions on that website for that end result, you're not going to do too well. So in this 5-part video series, I'm going to go through 5 different factors that are involved in creating an increase in your conversion rate at your website. Now, we're going to get into real in-depth discussions on these 5 factors and how you can put them into practice right away, start implementing them right now to start improving your conversion rate at your website. So, let's get right to it. First, we're going to introduce the 5 factors, and we're going to talk a little bit about how the video series is going to work. But over the next 5 days, you're going to get a new video every day at my blog. You can also watch them on my YouTube channel and learn a different aspect of improving those conversion rates for yourself. So let's get right to it and get started with video number 1. Here we go.
So we're going to cover the 5 factors, how they affect conversion, and then in the process we'll cover some examples in this. Okay? Now, let's first define the word conversion. And here I've got a lengthy explanation. This is the change from one belief, view, course, party, or principle to another. This is the bringing over or persuasion of a person to a particular belief, party, or principle. So it's bringing them over, bringing them across, changing their point of view. Another way of looking at this is the change from one use or purpose to another. So in short, the change from one state to another, or in this case really what we're talking about is people. So we're talking about the changes in people. We'd like to see prospects changed into customers, visitors changed into subscribers, customers to clients, customers to affiliates, and then to be all and end all, any of the above, we'd love to see them all become kind of unofficial brand evangelists. And this is really, it's just the greatest tool you can have, is to have these people running around spouting off how great your product is. Doesn't get any better than that. So here, these are the pieces we're going to talk about. We've got prospect awareness, the value proposition, the action catalyst, the action incentives, the process inhibitors, and then trust and anxiety. And the last two there, the process inhibitors and trust and anxiety, these are elements that that can be largely, they're in essence, they're negative. And so we have to figure out ways to combat them and create a positive environment around them. So the first one we're going to look at here is the levels of awareness. And there are a number of different levels we're going to work with, 5 in this case. And so we'll kind of roll through them here. The first one, this is the easiest sale for you. That is, besides somebody who's already bought your product, and frankly somebody who owns one of your products would fit in this. But this is an instance where the customer, or the client, or the knows of your product. They know what it does, and they know that he or she wants your product. Here's the next one. They're not yet completely aware of or convinced how good your product is, or they haven't been told how good it is. So here's an instance where, yeah, they're aware of the product name, they're aware of what it does, what it can do for them, but they're not yet sure how good the fit is for them. So they've got to check things out. Next one. In this case, they know that they want what the product does, but they don't yet know that there is a product, which in this case would be yours, that'll do it for them. So in this case, we have to introduce the product. And this is a little tougher because they don't know your product yet, so we do have to introduce them. We have to pull them into them. We have to draw them in and then explain to them how and why your product is right for them. The next one, the prospect has a need but no desire. There's no connection between fulfilling that need and your offering. And we'll get into a little further what this one is. This is an interesting one as well. And then the fifth one, hopefully this is not a group that you're ever going to be dealing with, because really there is no need, no awareness or need or desire for the product, or the need is so undefined that there is zero draw to your offering. This is not who you want to be dealing with. So let's take a little closer look at each of these and talk about each of them in a little more detail. So this first one here, they know of your product. They know what it does. They know, that he or she wants it. This is easy. The golfer. They want Callaway clubs. They've read about them. They know about them. They've even held them maybe in their hands in a store. They know exactly what it is that they want. And they know that the next time they hit the golf course, they want that set of Callaway clubs in their hands. That's an easy sale. The only thing you have to do is convince them that they should buy the clubs from you. Next one. Here we're dealing with an instance where they're aware of the product and how good it is. Or, they've maybe been told how good it is. In this case, all you're really having to do is convince them that yours is a little better than the others. Okay? So here we have Thirst Knows No Season. We're telling them Coke is the best. That's the one they should be going with. Okay? It's better than Pepsi. That's all there is to it. And then we can give them a reasons why. This next one I love was developed by, and this headline was from Eugene Schwartz, incredible copywriter, back in the kind of the first part of the 20th century. Here, talking about a product, you know what a product does, but you don't yet know that there is a product that'll do it for them. He wrote this headline it was a lead-in headline. Who ever heard of 17,000 blooms from a single plant? Now the idea here is, again, and this is the headline. Somebody's reading through a magazine or something and they see this. Whoever heard of 17,000 blooms from a single plant? They're going to read further. They have this lovely garden that they're growing. They're going to replant it this season. Is there a plant that'll bloom 17,000 times from a single plant? They're going to check that out. It's going to draw them in and pull them in. It grabbed them, and it's kind of pulled. It's increased their awareness. But still, you've got to do that from the very start. You have to draw them in, and then you have to explain your product. A little tougher sale here. This next one, this one I love. So the prospect has a need but no desire. There's no connection between fulfilling that need and your offering. Now, we've got a jock itch cream here. The idea is Joe Blow's dealing with this. He wants to get rid of it. He doesn't know what products will fulfill that. He has no idea. So, he's got to go start looking. So your job becomes putting your product out in front of them, showing them this stops that maddening itch. That's how you affect this one. So yes, you have to introduce your product. You have to explain what it does, and then you've got to tell them right off the bat, this is going to solve your problems. A little tougher one, okay? But so this one you can deal with. Still, groups 1 and 2, those are the ones you'd like to have, and then we have number 5, where no awareness or need or desire, or the need is so undefined that there's no draw to your offering. Now with this one, the price, the product, the function or desire really means nothing. The only thing you have to market on here is the market. Now this is the fruit you hope you don't have to rely on to feed yourself, because this one, having to go to the market to rely on, you're all but doomed. So if this is the sort of product you're dealing with, my advice would be, well, frankly, drop it and then reassess your situation, and that's why I start with the prospect awareness, is because you really do need to look at the type of product you have, where it fits in the level of awareness, so that you know for whom you're going to be talking. So take a look at the whole thing. If you're fitting in 1 or 2, maybe 3 even, yeah, you can work with it. You get beyond that, it's a much tougher sell, and it's going to be tough. It's not something you can't deal with, but it's going to be a lot more difficult. So let's look at the next level.
So there you go, guys. Video number 1 in my 5-part series to increase the conversion rates at your website. So I hope you've found some value here, and that you're able to start putting this first part of the video series into practice in your own site right away. Now, there will be a new video coming out tomorrow on my blog and also on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do if you're watching that here, and you'll get all that new content delivered right to you every day. If you happen to be watching this on my blog, thanks so much for stopping by, and don't forget to sign up for my free online bootcamp training, 10 days of intricate training to get you started with your online business the right way. So sign up for that if you haven't already before you leave, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next part in this cool video series. Thanks again, guys, and have yourself a fantastic day. Bye for now.